Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. There is no question today's game could be defined by the passing game. The Browns are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Chiefs, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. It's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he'll escape to his right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
2nd down, Kaiser. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so, You just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On second down, Kaiser again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown. And, oh, it's blocked. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like...
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DeAndre Smelter with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And that'll make it 13-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ojai hit. He lost the football. They find some open field here. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On second down, Ingram spins away. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. DeAndre Smelter with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. And his kick is right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now it's Ajayi. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Escaping the pressure right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for a loss on the play. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way?
Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Demetrius Harris, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
He gets it complete to Harris. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
In motion, Hill. From the gun on third down, Mahomes flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
And the Browns getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. To Ingram. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Kaiser on 3rd and 2. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep is Albert Wilson. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Kaiser now. He goes underneath to Ingram. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Kaiser. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Cleveland after this. First down, Kaiser. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Kaiser. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ingram, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Let's go!
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. A good pickup there of 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They go play fake. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on fourth down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He's up. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in Week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things, but once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
A second down throw now for Kaiser. He's going to fire one deep over the... And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they're going to lose some on this play, being knocked back to the 18. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danny Shelton breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. A swing pass caught. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. Mahomes to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter, and even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Ingram again, a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex! Come on, let's go!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
To throw, Kaiser. Dancing to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Let's go!
Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. They go screen. This is Ingram. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9. 2nd down, just 1 yard to go.
Come on, let's go!
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. DeAndre Smelter with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. A little 360. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll begin the drive with a jive. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Let's go.
On play action, Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Michael Bennett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Here we go. Flex round. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. In motion comes the tight end left. They toss to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Let's go. Flex round.
From the gun, Kaiser. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down. Second down, Kaiser. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Second down, 9 yards to go. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
He got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And that is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
Here we go.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. Flushed out right. And is caught right at the 10-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They'll run here with Ingram. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. DeAndre Smelter, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Mahomes now to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Wilson. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. Mahomes. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Ingram again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. They finally do get him down, but we've got penalty flags on the field as well, and they might get 15 more out of this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now it's Ingram. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Give them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Now Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And he's got room. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10. And it brings up 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. going to try it here. He's back to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Near the 42. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Mahomes to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Mahomes now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up second down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a concept.
You